Hey everyone, welcome to Open Good Friday. It's National Poetry Month and Easter weekend. I'm Rhina Valentin, your host of Café con Leche for the next hour, inviting you to get social with us online. That is, tweet us and follow us on Instagram at BronxNet TV and like us on Facebook at Open BronxNet Television. And of course, while you're there, follow moi on Twitter, FB, Instagram, Insta Stories, LinkedIn at Rhina Valentin. So, award-winning documentary, La Madrina, The Savage Life of Lorine Padilla, is set to premiere on SHOWTIME this weekend. And the film follows a beloved South Bronx matriarch and former First Lady of the Savage Skulls gang as she struggles to remain visible in a rapidly gentrifying community she helped rebuild in the 1980s. Joining us to share more is La Madrina director Raquel Cepeda and community activist La Madrina herself, Lorine Padilla. Hello and welcome, ladies.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Oh my gosh.
Nice to be with you, Rhina.
I'm excited. I'm excited
so,
to be with you.
Yay, we're excited to have you with us. Oh my goodness, congratulations on this wonderful journey thus far.
Thus far is the right word.
Yeah,
And
well,
journey
because,
is perfect.
yeah, right, so it's premiering on SHOWTIME this weekend. However, it officially, well, its world premiere was in 2020. And it took its nice ride of collecting all these awards and now you have this wonderful premiere on SHOWTIME streaming services. Amazing. Congratulations. It just goes to show how important our stories are.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you very much. And actually, I was saying this to you before, a version, you know, we've been like working on it. So it has evolved and we officially finished it in March. Because COVID really changed, you know, like put threw a monkey wrench in a lot of what the productions and, you know, all of the inside baseball details.
Are you saying March of 2022?
Yeah, March of 2020, the end actually, August 2021 is right. When we were done with it. And before that we showed, you know, different variations because again, there's certain things we couldn't get because of COVID and, you know, how it slowed down production in some countries. And right. Because Lorine is so, you know, Lorine is somebody who's been, I don't know if it was kismet or everything happened so that this can happen today, but there was even footage, for instance, from Italy.
Wow.
And, you know, that we had to wait to clear and they don't have it, you know, this particular network didn't have it digitized and whatnot. So we had to wait for snail mail and they were dealing with COVID on a level, you know, that was pretty unprecedented.
Right.
So, you know, right. So there, you know, things like that were happening, but yes, the spirit.
So altogether, how long would you say the process was?
The entire process from the very beginning.
Yeah.
The actual production started in 2017 on my birthday in June. That's why I remember that. June 2017, and then, you know, we went into production, post-production, COVID, and here we are. But before that, I had, you know, we did what I don't call it pre-production. I just call it meeting Lorine, getting to know her, being, you know, becoming, you know, seeing what we had in common, seeing if we mesh, seeing and building, you know, building the relationship. Mm-hmm. You know, that was for the whole year before that.
Before 2017.
Yes, 2016.
Wow. 16. So it was 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 7 years.
Yes.
My little sister now.
Yeah, I bet because you seem to adopt everybody from what I saw.
I'm adopting you too, don't worry.
Yeah.
No, she doesn't adopt just anybody. You have to be special.
I got it. You know, now that she's you're here, I wanted to ask you, right? Because in the film you mentioned premonitions, and so I wonder if you had any premonitions about this culminating documentary that would include all the documentation that's been captured of you over the years.
No, I didn't have a premonition on that, but I always set myself at a goal to write a book. So it went further, but I did have the idea that something would be,
that your story would be told.
It would be told.
Right.
Yeah. in such detail. And I got to tell you, Raquel, I really enjoyed the way it was captured and told. I love the style of going back, coming forward. You know, the drones kind of peeking into windows. I mean, I really enjoyed every aspect of this film, and of course the story itself of you know, the Bronx rising and her making it her business to be a staple in that development and that transition. And so I was just wondering, like, what is it that you do stories choose you, or do you choose the stories? Like, how do you choose your subjects?
Stories kind of choose me. And you know, it's kismet. Like, I just really kind of follow my gut. And, you know, I've had opportunities to do things that were more mainstream and whatnot. And it's just not, you know, speaking to my soul, if you will, you know what I mean? So I have to go with what drives me, because we all know that, you know, documentary is, you know, making documentaries is like a labor of love. You're really investing, you know, a lot, you know, you're also living in the real world, trying to make ends meet and all that. So for you to really engage and get yourself into, you know, an orbit, you have to be very, very, you know, vested. You have to feel like it's pulling you. So in this particular instance, I really felt compelled. And that's what usually what moves me to make something, whatever that thing is, whether it's a film or a book or you know, whatnot.
Got it. And so, Lorine, how was that for you, like sitting outside of it and just observing what the world that you created and the people that you've impacted?
It was surreal. It was like an out of body type of experience to see it actually when it came to fruition. Not realizing, I kind of realized then that I have impacted so many people. Because when you're doing whatever it is you do with a passion and love, you don't, you know, you just do it and you keep moving. You know, you don't document, oh, I helped so-and-so and I, you know, because then after the film was shown, there were so many people that called me, so many people that stopped me in the street in my community to tell me, you know, I saw the film. I just want to tell you, thank you for what you did, whether it's, you know, put a child of theirs in a particular school, whatever it was. So it kind of became like, oh, wow, you know, I did do something in my community. It's exactly what I wanted to do. I wanted to make a difference, and I did, to not just the community, but the people in it, which is more important than anything. So yeah, that's how I felt.
Love it. Thank you.
Thank you,
Those are the
Mama.
wise words from La Madrina herself, Lorine Padilla. Thank you so much for sharing it with our audience members. As you heard, obviously, she is an activist to the umpteenth power. And Raquel Cepeda, you know, blessings to you on capturing her story and for sharing it with the world. And congratulations on this new streaming platform of Showtime. And once again, you guys, La Madrina, The Savage Life of Lorine Padilla is premiering tonight, 8 p.m., and it's streaming on Showtime. And for more information on La Madrina Doc, you can go to lamadrinadoc.com and on Instagram at La Madrina Doc. All right, we have to take a quick break, but when we return, we're going to hear about the first Afro-Latino sitcom series, Dique Latino. Don't go anywhere.